Hello, 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 hello. Yes, it's Mongolo Croonings with Abby and friends as usual. And I had a guest. I wonder where they went to. Mr. Verissimo, I was just about to bring you on. So please, if you want to join, that would be great. Yeah, it's getting close to Christmas time, and I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. I've been dealing with cold. If you know how cold this place is right now, the heater is on, but it's not even touching the cold. See, I just took down my hood. I've actually had my hood on all day because the cold get part seven. No, it's been really bad. Like the cold's been really really bad. But well, it is what it is. So last week, I'm sure you saw the video about me. Oh, let's see, we have comments already. Hi, Pelumi. Please join. Please join. Oh, how you doing, love? If I wish I could show you outside my garden right now. It is covered. Like you can't even see anything on the ground. Like you can't see any grass, nothing. It's covered in snow. It is so bad. The cold is bad, like everything. And normally, like what happens with the weather is it gets very cold just before the snow falls. So once the snow falls, it's you see the snow, but it's actually warm. But this one is not like that. Oh, the snow fell and it's still cold. Because I was expecting that. Okay, when it got really cold, like even my carer was like, "No, Abby, you cannot sit in this house and not put on the heater. You have to have that heater on, whether you like it or not." Blah 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 blah. I put on the heater. It wasn't doing anything. Put on extra mura, those small heaters. Join me that was shouting electric, electric, electric. When a person want faint with cold, I was like, "Oh, electric could just have to electric itself." Still, the cold was bad. Then the snow fell. So I was like, thank God. Now that the snow has fallen, things will be better. Malumi, it's not better. Oh. It's worse. Like it's so cold. I went out today. I wanted to go to Manchester, and then everybody is striking. Train guys are striking. The ambulances are striking. The teachers are striking. Everybody, doctors are striking, repair people are striking, everybody striking. So today I was planning to go to Manchester because I wanted to return something. And I also just wanted to be like, let me at least see what's happening in the outside, have a little bit of jolliment and merriment. Went to the train station empty, not one person. The whole train station closed, nothing. And I think bus drivers too are going to go on strike. We're in trouble. Anyways, they were on strike. Not a single train was moving, nothing. So I couldn't go to Manchester. So I was just like, we can't wahala be this. And I have a time limit on returning these things. So they're going to be on strike for about a week. So can't go to Manchester for a week if you're going by train. And then who knows, maybe the buses will be striking after the trains stop striking. I don't even know. But everybody's on strike. Oh. So Nigerians, don't think that you're the only one who are going on strike. We are all on strike. And the cold is so bad. It's like it's making everybody stuffy. There's been an increase in scarlet fever, an increase in COVID, an increase in the flu. And the flus are really bad. It's not like normal flu that you have flu, maybe 2 weeks you're out. This one, the one I've been hearing everybody's been like 3, 4 weeks they're out. And even when they're sort of like okay, they're not completely okay, that kind of thing. Anyways, that's where we are. I've actually been trying to get the video. That's what I've been doing all evening, trying to get the video to work. So there's a video that was sent. I don't know whether you can still see me. I'm trying to I'm trying to I don't know whether you can still see me. I'm trying to like get it to come up. I can see people watching, but nobody is coming. Only Pelumi has said hi. Come on, people, please say hi. At least so we know that you are watching us. And Mr. Verisimo come back, and our usual people. I mean, Mr. H. I don't even know what's happened with Mr. H today. He's not on. He's usually quite on all the time. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm trying to reach out to the usual crew. Although I'm not surprised though, with Christmas, you know, in the with Christmas just round the corner, is it's a bit difficult to get people to come on. I completely get it. Um, so, you know, um, I'm just sending out a message quickly to people in case, although I did send out a reminder like maybe 10 minutes ago. We're just sending out another one. Okay. Hey! Mr. God is able. Come and join me. Come and join in the conversation now. Eh? Yeah, because your name is God is able, you are misbehaving. My hand is not there. Oh. These are people from the Inner Caucus group. They are an amazing bunch of people. It's amazing. I absolutely love these guys. They make me laugh all the time. So, yeah, just putting out all the information. Oh, okay. There's a football. Someone just sent me a message saying they will come after the football. You know, okay, I get it. With football, it's a bit difficult to get people to want to come and do a show and all that. But if you are England, we have come home. If you are in Nigeria, could go there in the first place. If you are in America, I think they sent America home too. Oh, Mr. Shenwa Digun, thank you very much. Everybody is coming to give me comments. Nobody wants to join me as a guest. Okay. Oh. Let me tell you some funny things that have happened. Apart from the cold, like forget. I'm telling you, I've been living in my bedroom because I'm just like under the duvet. Like I beg. I did not kill anybody. Let nobody kill me. I'm just trying to survive in this, and electricity. And for people to understand why I think British people are shouting electricity, let me tell you my own experience, right? Last year, I was paying £53 per month, which for a girl like me is expensive. But I was like, £53 back on me. I can pay it. It's not, at least I can pay it and drink small gari. When I pay, I'll drink gari 2 times in a month. That is still okay. Only for them to bring me a bill this April for the year, £927, translating to £188 plus. No, you to calculate it now. Calculate it. Calculate it. That's twice or more. Because of what? Because of what now? Ah, hey. I was like, please, let us come together. Because me, I don't understand. How you expecting me to pay from £53 to £188? How? I'm not running a factory. It's a small place for one person. So how? But I'm telling you, people are complaining because that's how bills are. I have tried to report, I have done a giddy everything. At the point in time, both of us have now been like, okay, pay whatever you can. So I'm giving them whatever I can because I cannot go and thief. I cannot come and go and die. I cannot come and go and kill myself. Abby. So that's where we are. Okay, okay. I'm trying to see. Okay, you can chat, but you're at work. Okay, that's all right. Okay, that's all right. I'll be highlighting your comments. Let me see whether I'll be highlighting the comments. So that's Pelumi right there saying hi, and this is Mr. God is able. I love his name so much. God is able, but he's passing his boundary because he wants to go and carry load that is bigger than him. So last week you saw the video where I was saying, look, I can't come onto the show because I was on stage. I was on stage at that exact moment. Yes, I was playing the character of Puss in Boots. I'm trying to see if I can actually put up some of the photos. Just bear with me. I'm trying to see whether I can put up some of the photos so that you can see. So you can see the photos. Ugh, I'm not sure whether I can. I'm not sure. And the thing is that, please tell me whether I actually freeze when I'm trying to put something up. Oh God, it's not. I'm frozen now. Okay, well, I'll be this. Okay, please let me know whether I'm coming up. Whether I'm coming up. I'm trying to see if I can get some photos. But anyways, I was in the panto Puss in Boots, and you know, I was in the panto Puss in Boots, and I'm just trying to see whether no, it's not background. I'm just trying to see if I can get so, and I was the villain. I was an evil character in oh, I have somebody here. Moramoke, wonderful. Can you please put on your camera? How are you? How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Hey, hey, is this your face? Is this your face? Any other face is a gun,
It's a counterfeit.
David.
Good evening.
I've missed you. How are you?
Come here. I'm fine.
You missed out on coming to watch my show. I was so gutted that you didn't get to see it after seeing all the wahala. Okay, I
That we
have
went
just
through.
to. Are you still seeing me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, because I'm trying to load the photographs. Unfortunately, all like the main photographs, I can't seem to load them, but I just want to show part of what we did. So let me put up one photograph here. Can you see it? So that's
Yeah.
me in action there
Yeah.
in my dress. I made that costume, by the way. I made that
Yes. I.
costume, and I was in my full cat character. I was a cat. There's a tail, so that's part of my tail that I'm holding there. So yeah, it was a really good show. And let me show you another one where all of us were standing. Yes, you can see me in the corner there.
Mhm.
Just standing in the corner. So that's the entire cast, and I was the
Okay.
wicked cat in there. So my character's name was Herbal, and I really had a great time doing the show. I had a really great time
What's the
doing the
title
show.
of the what's the theme of the
It's
show?
called it's Puss in Boots. So it's a
Okay.
pantomime, and pantomimes are based on old fairy tales. So the fairy tale that we were doing was Puss in Boots, and I was Puss in Boots' arch enemy. Wanted to make sure that I took his magic boots and things like that. And people came to watch it, said they really enjoyed it. So that was a good thing. So yes, so that's what happened
Mm.
last week. That's why nobody saw my tail lights, because I was, by the time we finished, wherever we fell, that's where we were. We did not resurrect. We just fell there. We were tired. Oh God, we were exhausted. So we
Yeah.
did that. And then of course, just trying to like finish up all the work. You know how it is with college. You have to write a lot of things and all that. So someone sent me a
Mm.
video. I'm so upset that I can't you know put up the video, but I will tell you what the video is about, because it's about what we are talking about. I put on the group and I said, please, oh guys, what do you think we should talk about and everything? And someone said, oh, let's talk about this prevalence with people buying all these herbal mixtures for sexual enhancement, especially men, odogu bitters, origin bitters, alomo bitters, all the bitters in the world. I just saw one again today, rush bitters. Because you know the crazy thing, I was telling them at the shop, I said, you guys are going to turn me into a hypocrite, because me, I like the taste of Robaka. Are you there?
Yes, amen.
What's happening? Oh, he's a lie. He's a lie. He's a lie, Roboke. My sweetheart. If it is him, I'm going to faint. Just be ready. I fainted. I have fainted. I have fainted. My cover. This is the love of my life. How are you? Is this you? Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not.
God, where have you been?
Here and
Eh?
there. I've been everywhere.
I said, where have you been? Here and there. Did you see my
Everywhere.
message that I sent to you?
Everywhere.
I sent you a message
I'm
saying,
not
where have you
sure.
been? No, I sent you a message
Oh,
about maybe 2 months now, saying, Mr. Man, where did you disappear to? I knew that you were trying to relocate your family or something like that one time.
I just finished.
Yeah.
The
We
message or
went to
something.
uni together. So Ramoke is my friend. She's in Bolton here with me. Although she lives in Birmingham, but she comes to Bolton. And Kunle, we were in uni together.
Oh.
We were in uni and we were friends. But we actually became better friends after we left uni, I think. Yeah, so we always call ourselves
Good
Kama
evening.
Sutra. So I'm his Sutra, he's my Kama. Well, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well.
I'm good. I'm
It's very, very
good.
far away. The internet is
Good.
not friendly.
Thank you. Good to see you. It's been
It really is
ages.
so good to see you.
I guess as much. Probably it's been ages.
Ages is
Can you
an
hear me?
understatement. So let's not say the number of years so that our age won't come out, because you look like one small. You don't see, he looks like one smallie. He looks like one young boy that just wants to go and bust out into the music scene. It wants to go and be singing, hey, oh, da, 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 da. He looks like one boy, group band boy like this. You don't even look like somebody who has seen life.
It doesn't look like what he has been through.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't look like, if you know this guy's age, you will shout. He looks like he's in his 20s. Eh? See this life. Share this thing. Cut me some of this soap so that I will look 20 years old. The internet where he is bad. Yeah, I can't really
Mm-hmm.
hear him. But just stay, don't go anywhere. I'm looking at you, I'm so happy. So God is able is watching football, but he's joining us in the comments because I'm seeing a lot of comments coming. Okay, so Oluwashem Adigu, thank you so much. Hi. Yeah, so we did that. Then this week, this snow thing came and it just scatterbalanced the whole equation. And yesterday was bad. Today, they're supposed like my class was supposed to go ice skating. I was like, ice guinea, me. I'm already struggling to I'm already struggling to be warm. You now want me to go and enter ice because what? I said no. I said, I'm not doing this one. Forget it. Thank you. I just remove myself from it because for them to go ice skating, they're going to be on the ice, skating on the
Mm-hmm.
ice. And I was like, there's no way. I went one time, I hit my head so hard, I couldn't hear anything for about an hour. So there's no way on earth I was going to go and do any ice, nothing with anybody. So I was just like, let me respect
Again.
myself. So, anyways, oh, sorry, I just knocked it over. So, anyways, someone then sent me this video. So we were talking about all these bitters and all this native medication that people take and all that stuff. So someone now sent me a video where a guy was like, he's going to show people how a man how to be able to last 45 minutes in sex. I was
What
like,
happened?
45 minutes. Do you want to kill somebody's child? What are you doing for 45 minutes? So the guy brought out unripe pawpaw, some bitter leaf, scent leaf, salt. I'm amazed I even remember all these things. Then there was water from something. It wasn't water from lime, it was water from something else. He now said, you cut it. As he was saying, I said, this guy is making fun. He's not serious. But if you see the amount of men that clicked on it, that they wanted to learn the secret, I was like, and that is what they use in selling all these bitters, all these things that people go and buy. And you hear doctors, like there's this doctor on Instagram, Dr. Aproko. Aproko doctor, he's
Mm-hmm.
always saying, stop drinking these things, stop drinking them, because number one, they're not scientifically verified, and there is no evidence to show that they work. But people are ready to down anything, including myself. Let me confess. Let me not lie. Because I have Odogu bitters. Sorry, I have not Odogu. Let me stop calling Odogu's name. Origin. I have Origin in my kitchen because the origin drink, the canned drink, normal canned drink, is non-alcoholic. So I always say tip some origin bitters into the drink so that it will cohere together
To give you
before I
that.
drink it. It will cohere. So when I went to the shop today, the woman was like, Abby, Origin has more Origin bitters have arrived though. In case you want to buy, I say, why are you giving me name in front of everybody now? And I'm already going to talk against this thing. Now you're making me look like a hypocrite. She said, we are all hypocrites. Are you going to buy? I said, no, I'm not buying.
I'm not interested.
What's the issue? I mean, Kule, I don't know whether he can hear us. I don't know whether he can get involved. I really wish that more and more people come in, especially the men, because it's really men that do this thing. Why do men buy these things? Why? Because they sell so much. There's hardly any guy that I know, any Nigerian guy that I know, that he doesn't have either Origin or Alomo somewhere in his pocket, in his bag, in his car, somewhere. They always have it. Those small bottles. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to show myself. I would have gone to go and bring my own bottle to show people what it looks like. Me, I only drink it for the taste. And that is the story I'm sticking to. I drink it purely
Mm-hmm.
for the taste. Yes. I drink it purely for the taste and nothing else. I don't know what anybody else is talking about. So, Romoke, what is your, before we go to Kule, what is your experience? What is your experience with this herbal, whatever? What have you seen? What have you observed?
Think like
Hello?
I feel like it works. Maybe for the guys that consume. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, yes, yes.
Hello.
I can hear you now. I can hear
So I
you.
said I think to me, I think it works to some parts. You know,
Personal
there are some guys
testimony.
that they are really really bothered. Like no, there are some guys that they really want to impress their wife, their girlfriend, whatsoever, shall that they can't really do the normal time, maybe like 20 minutes, 10 minutes. So they feel like they want to really impress whosoever they want to have it with. So they feel the need to go for all these alomo, all these stuff. So in my own case, I'll just feel like whatsoever works for you to impress the person. So far you're not killing someone's daughter, you are good to go.
Oh, Kunle has gone. Okay. Kunle, in case you can hear, please try and come back.
Probably his
We couldn't
network.
hear you at all. Yeah. So you say as long as you're not killing some, but if someone is planning to use 45 minutes on one person's daughter, isn't that killing the person?
No, that's too
Ah,
much.
45
That's
minutes.
too much. That's
That's
too
almost
much.
an
He
hour.
himself,
Doing what?
go, he won't even enjoy it. He won't enjoy anything.
Because at a point in time, the place will just be
Uh-uh.
bringing out fire.
Uh-huh. Exactly. He won't enjoy it again, no.
It will be as if they are grinding machine.
To just be hurt. Even that somebody's daughter said will be forced to say, oh yeah, stand up, don't kill me. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up,
But
stand up.
there's some of these things that it's not just the man that drinks it, also the woman drinks it, apparently to get her to up to
Mm-hmm.
his level. So then
Yes.
both of them drink this thing, but most of
Yes.
the time it affects the man more than the woman, isn't it?
Ow. I don't think so.
No, because oh, excuse me. Because like for women when they drink it, at least from what I've heard though, women when they drink it, like the effect is very quick. It does what it's supposed to do. End of story. Bye bye. Everybody say gobe, go to your
Okay.
house. But for men, it takes a
Okay.
long time for it to get out of their system.
Okay.
And
Okay, I
therefore,
understand you
that's
now.
when
Okay.
you understand what I'm saying. And I'm sure you've heard of
Mm-hmm,
instances where
mm-hmm.
men have ended up in hospital because of
Yes,
this.
yes, yes.
It is a scary thing. I'm
Yes,
trying to see
true.
if there are any.
Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
want to see if there's any comments. Okay. Is able said he's watching and he can chat, but he's at work. Kudos. It looks like you're carrying braids. No, I wasn't carrying braids, though. It's not braids, it's hair. It's just the way my face is, and I'm tired and I'm wearing something with a hoodie because the cold in this house, you need to cover your heads. The cold is bad. Rolake has been in this house, so she knows how that cold is. Okay, we have another guest. Hey, Sister Ibidu, please put on your camera. I can't add you on. Please, please put on your camera and I'll be able to add you on, please. Pelumi said, "Hi, Romoke and Kunle. It's good to see you. Hey, unfortunately, looks Kunle has
Yeah.
unfortunately. They said you have jumped. Oh, then he said we were at the stage of you exposing me with my tinctures. Say God knows your postcode. Is that God is able. Don't let me do as the Lord has not sent me. Oh, I am trying not to choose violence, but If I'm tempted and
Don't,
pushed,
please don't.
I will go in the way of violence. Sister Ibidu, please, can you put on your camera? Because I can't add you on. We have her on, but because the camera isn't on, I can't add her. Because I mean, I'm sure you've heard of the case of the man that died after taking all these sexual enhancement drugs, and he got a prostitute. I think he was even somebody like he was a prominent man. This was last year. And the police went, they got the
Well,
girl. The girl called for help, everything. And I don't understand how in Nigeria they're always holding the person who's left behind. They always hold them responsible. As long as they didn't choke the medicine inside the person's mouth, the person went and took it themselves. Then which one
mm-hmm.
is my own? But the
At
man
your own
died.
will.
Exactly, you hear a lot of Nigerians say something will kill a man. They say something will kill a man. Until that something truly wants to kill that man, then that's when they'll not be like,
Now,
no,
wetin
something
sabi
should not
talk.
kill a man, no. Hey, okay, I think she's putting on her camera. Yay! Welcome. Thank you so much
Hey,
for joining, ma.
welcome. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, ma. How are you? How's your day
My
been?
sister. Oh, not
We've
bad.
been doing
Not bad.
arguments on another group about one video that we saw. The two of us were like, we
Okay,
will not take it.
the one that was sent yesterday, and God disabled was the one say when he wants to go to Nigeria, we like to have something like that.
Ah,
And I've
no,
told him
Mr.
to
God is
sign it
able.
to
It's not
get
me that talk
warrant.
it, though.
No, God is able. He is ready to do that. I've told him to sign the death warrant. That when you are going for that 45 minutes, by the time you finish, you be the one that pour cold water on top of your head to wake you up.
I
Because
mean,
it is you that supply the water will be tired of. The person who is drinking the water will never tired of asking for more. So he will be the one to get tired. I told him.
he's responding to you. He said, Booms, it's and yourself were the two tackling me yesterday when I was looking for Agbomola rescue.
That's not Agbomola recipe at
So,
all. It's Agbomokpa recipe. That one is
but you,
Agbomokpa.
you, from what you were saying on the group yesterday, it seems like you know a bit about herbal medication.
Yeah.
So you do know about it because I know for a fact that herbal medication works. How it
Really?
works, how
Oh,
the science of it, I don't know, but it works.
it
But
works. It works.
then you said something that disappointed me a bit. You now said, that you have now abandoned those ways. You have now gone in the way of Jesus, and I was like, what has that got to do with the other? They have nothing to do with each other. It's God that made the trees. He made the
Yes,
the
definitely,
herbs.
definitely. That
So
is in the
why
book
should
of
one
Genesis,
be
chapter
bad and
1,
one
verse
be good?
29. God created those things for our healing. So we are to use it for just as the way God said we should use it for our healing. That's what the Bible says.
Yes, but if a man is having problems in that department and
Yeah.
they can mix something together that makes him tabiobio longer than normal, then it is
Or
healing.
really, in most cases, if any man should have that problem, if it is not from childhood, or maybe when he started having affairs and there was a long break, they started having masturbation, and that might weaken the hormones in him. And along the line, by the time he gets someone, he might have quick ejaculation, which woman doesn't even like. It even breaks relationship. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
no woman will stay with a man with quick ejaculation. But because the man has have a long break having sexual intercourse, there's possibility to not to be active more when he gets someone.
Mm.
Yes,
Because he's used to.
yes,
Mhm.
he's used to masturbating, go to toilet and discharge himself.
But is it every grown man that masturbates?
Or really, it's not. I think I can see it as madness. I
Madness.
see, yes, I see it as madness. Once you've tested something and you enjoy it, you should be able to use your money to buy your pleasure. That's it. What can give me happiness, I can spend any money on it. It's none of anybody's business.
Okay, so you think that it is madness to masturbate instead of maybe getting a
Yes,
prostitute?
of course, because you don't need to do that. One, religions cause people to be doing that. Religion
But if
cause
it's
people.
better to get a prostitute, I would think masturbating is actually better than getting a prostitute by religion.
Prostitute is not encouraging. No,
Okay,
prostitute.
but what
That's
will he
why.
spend his money on?
That's
He
why
wants
I
sex.
embrace. That's why I embrace the doctrine of Islam in one stage. When a man is mature to have sexual intercourse, the family will choose for him to go and marry immediately instead of him to commit adultery or to commit any atrocity related to sexual aspect. So in Islam, they engage. That's why you see in Muslim encourage early marriage. Once a
Okay.
lady grow up to a certain age and she started catwalking, say, "Oh, I'm the one that beautiful like this," they know that something else can happen. The best thing is to give such a girl out for marriage.
Said
Well,
out.
we time
That's
has
all.
moved on. It's going to
Yes.
be difficult to be capturing girls and putting them in marriage now.
No, but due to what is happening, that's why you see some ladies now. That's what you see many Olosho in Nigeria. You don't give them to marriage, but at the age of 9, 10, they've started having affairs secretly without the consent of without parents know what is going on.
Anybody who is sleeping with a 9 or 10-year-old, I don't care what anyone says, that is
Oh,
a
oh,
child. A
oh, oh.
child does not know any better. If you are sleeping with a young adult, it is different
It's
than
different.
when you are sleeping with
But
a
some
child.
12, 13, 12, 13, you see them. Go to Nigeria, you see them. They don't even want to listen to their parents.
They are
12,
still
13,
children.
15.
They are still children, though. It
They're
doesn't
still
matter
children,
that
but they
they
don't
seem
bloody
to.
care. They don't care. Those children don't care. You go to
But
those
that's
public
why they
areas
are
in Nigeria.
children. That's why they're children, though. That's
Okay.
why they're children. They're not smart.
Okay, that's fine. I agree with you. They're not smart. When you talk to your child in your room and the child don't listen, and it's a child.
But that's why he's a child now. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's why that child is a child,
okay.
not an adult is someone you call in, you reason with them, and they
See,
see reason, and they're like, ah, okay, oh yes. But a child is a child that you be
I
like,
think
don't
that
touch that fire.
our guest who doesn't like Bible quote is not around today. That's your friend, that's your sister. I hope she's not around
No,
because
no, no.
the Bible says,
We just
teach
want to
a
make sure
child
that
the
we balance it out. That's all.
ahead. He said, teach a child the way he or she should go, so that when he grow up, it will not depart from me. But when you talk to a child and he's not listening, so anything that child face outside is he or she bear the consequences by himself. When you tell a child when you close from school, come home
Sis.
straight. When you don't go and mix up with other people to play somewhere else, they say, mommy, we are going to so parents' house. No, it happens to me when I was in school. I think that guys only understand. And I had this my
Mm-hmm.
classmate. We always go to one chief house in Ife because I grew up in Ife. This is a well-rich known family related to our former Oni of Ife, Babaderemi. So we are groups like that we are youths. St. John's is our boys, our ladies is girls. So we all meet in that house. But did you all, I can't talk to you, I can't do see they turn pro one of my friend there. And I told her as if I know what is going to happen. I said, all right, don't go to so person house this week. Oh, I'm not going to be around because I can see how this boy are talking about you. Believe you me, she went and she was raped.
That's awful. Absolutely
You
awful.
get the point. So when you're talking
But
to
I
a
still
child,
will
don't do
not
this, don't do that.
blame I still will not blame a victim. I mean, at the end of the day, this is why there's a differentiation between children and grown up. You said something, said the
But
Bible
the people
says,
who rape,
train up,
we are all the same. We are all age rank. We are all age ranks. Nobody's
and I
grown.
get that.
Nobody's adult among us. Yes,
Okay, I get
we
that.
call it
But what I'm
unpro.
saying
We
is,
call it unpro then. If a girl misbehave to girl boys, they unpro you. They just call themselves say, well,
so they even have a
alcohol
name
ability
for it.
bonding. Yes, we call it unpro.
Mm.
They unpro you.
Wow.
Ah,
Well,
I
again,
say,
you
look,
see, I think that you see, guys who think like that is they've heard it from adults who are like, that
yes.
woman that or that girl
Yes,
that is
and what
thinking she's
really bad
everything.
about this was that, she was not the only girl there. I was there, other girls were there, but because she was saying, oh, please don't talk me. Oh, I don't want. But me, I think you can see it, my reaction. I mix with anybody I see around me. So I mix up with those boys, we drinks, we chat, we sing a commandos music, we dance like a guide song. So they say, oh, Shango is here. Shango will make this place lively. But when you talk to my friend, say, oh, please, I don't have time for you. They say, look at this, your friend. We are going to teach her sense one day. And I called, I said, don't go. If I'm not around, don't go. Because they be telling me, they say, we teach her sense.
Well, you
They
see,
will let you
again,
know that they are going to do.
I'm failing to see what is amusing about this, because if somebody chooses that, I don't want to be in. The mistake she made was, once she knew that that wasn't her scene, she shouldn't have even bothered to be going there at all.
Yes.
Because
Exactly.
if you
So,
for someone to say, I don't want to be touched, I respect my body, please don't touch me
oh,
anyhow.
uh-huh.
And then for someone to say, who does she think she is, will tombro her or will teach her sense? What sense are you teaching her? That
See,
she shouldn't have respect for her own body,
me,
or what?
I'm happy that I'm very bold and what will I call it? Oh, me. So if you touch me anywhere I don't like, I touch you underneath. I say, you're a man. You touch me. I touch you here. Now, 50-50. They say, oh, this guy is very wicked, though. That's what they said. They said, if you touch me there, I'll touch you there. Please. It's important to me you touch my breast. I will touch your pickle. That's it. I want we squeeze it for them. They say, oh, Shango, please don't kill us here. They know me for that. And then because I was into Girl Scout, I always with my capping knife. If you mess up, I will just bring out my knife. I will cut your prick if you don't mess up with me. So they don't play rubbish with me. So I always confidence wherever I find myself. And then back to the point we are treating today is that when a man is weak enough, they need to make their wife happy, to make their girlfriend happy. But spending 45 minutes, 30 whenever is
That's a
rubbish
lot.
to me. That's a lot.
Mhm.
If a
I
woman
mean,
have the strength, excuse me, if a woman have the strength that the man should spend 45 minutes on you, fine. Yes, we are women, we have strength. I mean, our strength cannot be equal. If you have the ability to, okay, you can see what this lady is treating on Facebook, that some lady will prefer two men to sleep with them. If a lady can take two men to sleep with her at a time, definitely if a man handles such a woman for 45 minutes, that's fine. Yes, there are some women like that.
I think it's about compatibility, knowing the sexual compatibility
Yes,
of
you
who
are
you're
not
going
talking.
to
That's
sleep
why I
with.
said the
Yes.
religious cause many
Mhm.
problems, especially Christendom. Oh, you shouldn't touch yourself. You shouldn't do this. How will I know the man I'm married? Is he okay for me? Are we compatible sexually? Everything. Then you say, oh, but pastor will talk to you. Pastor B will be talking to for who? For what? Are you people to live together with us when we want to live together? How do I understand the person I want to get married to?
Mm.
No, sexually, I don't know. Okay, there's a lady that brought a case to this lady I was talking on this Facebook to you. She said they didn't have any sexual interaction until they got married. On that marriage night, she was so disappointed and she had to go back to her ex. No, can you imagine
Mm.
that?
I mean, that
So,
happens. I think I was also telling you on the forum, and I'll share it here. Because when we look at these things, I think what makes it worrying with all these herbal tinctures and stuff is what is the scientific background behind them. And when you look at today's people, when we look at the number of people who have liver failure, kidney failure, and when it's traced, it's always down to all these different things that they drink, and because the kidney and the liver, they are the cleansing system of the body. So when all this crazy strange stuff come into them and they're struggling to deal with them because, well, they've got all kinds of chemicals, then it causes problems. So yes, you can last your 45 minutes on the woman now, but in 5 years time, are we going to be looking for a new kidney for you? Are we going to be
oh,
looking for a new liver for you? So
are you talking
you've
of
done your
maybe?
45 minutes 5 years ago, but now you can't even do 1 second because we are looking for kidney for you. We are looking for liver for you. So
Okay.
that's the problem there. Because taking it, oh yes, by all means, I've been in a. I told you this. I met a guy who was like, he wants to be with me. He really likes me. He's crazy about me and all of that. And within how many weeks of us meeting, he had already given me the key to his house, that I could come to his house anytime. He has a 3 bedroom house. He's half Asian, half British. A 3 bedroom house. He already said I could have the top floor to use as my three-story house. Sorry, 3-story house, that I could use the top floor as my studio. Like, this guy was setting up life with me, but it
Yeah.
was going too fast and it was going too smooth. And I know that me and Mr. Man are just like brother and sister. There is nothing, not even nothing. So I'm like, I'm not no key. I'm not nothing. Hey, I'm already collecting key. They're giving me room.
Uh,
So I was like, what is going on here? And I will, when we finish eating dinner, I will, climb, and I mean, I'm like a cat. I like to curl around people. So I'll curl up on him. I'll be like, I'm expecting at least small kiss,
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of thing. The guy who does it, like, he just carry his bottle of beer. He'll be like, oh, that's funny. What I'm like, what is funny? What's funny? What are you laughing at? And I just found myself getting
You
angry for
Mm.
no
quickly,
good.
it's good as you quickly realize that because some guys like that are very dangerous.
Do you know what even happened?
Yes.
What happened? So I'm like,
No, he might be gay.
ordinary
He might
small,
be the one that
even
use
kiss
woman
me
for
on my
something
forehead.
else.
No kiss on my forehead, no kiss on my mouth,
That's
nothing.
what I'm saying. Oh.
I will touch
Mhm.
this guy, nothing. Like, I'll be touching him, expecting to see something rise up and say, oh, hello, adudu.
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh.
What's going on? Hey. So I called the elder in my house and said, this is what is happening. Me, I don't understand though. I want to do things the right way, but I'm still expecting that at least I will see a rising of the nation, and then I can tell the nation, calm down.
Somebody that will be saying Allah Akbar. Nothing saying Allah
Nothing,
Akbar. So go come back and
nothing.
be Lara. It's
you,
nothing.
you know, nothing. So I was like, I don't know what's going. So the elder in my house was like, that is strange. So okay, you know what you're going to do? Just wait for him to go and shower. Maybe he goes to work in the morning. I say
Of
yes. So
course.
you wait for him to go and shower and just bust into the shower like you mistake. So you can see what you are dealing with. I
Okay.
said, okay, no problem. So the
Yes.
next morning, we just slept on the same bed like brother and sister, nothing. He woke up
Jesus
the
Christ.
next morning, got dressed, got up to go and shower. Okay, we have a new guest joining us. Let me see if I can get them. Nana, please put on your camera ahead. Let me add that. Nana, me. So Nana went
Salam
to the same
alaikum.
secondary school as I am. Nana, are you there? Hello, Nana. What's going on? Or maybe there's football. Let me see. Because a lot of people, she said she'll be coming up on the video soon. She will join us on the
She said
video.
she'll come up on video.
So let me quickly round up the story. So I now waited though. Let this person, go to the shower and have a shower and everything. So it means I just enter the shower. Ha. When you see something that is beyond what you thought you would see, and you just quietly close the door, and he was like, and I just quietly closed the door, like, no, what I have seen, not good. I'm telling you, it's like the only way I can put it is, when you put granite, when you put one
Okay
granite
now.
on top of potatoes, when you put granite on top of potatoes,
Oh
that's what
my
it looks
God. Wow.
like. Nana, I'm telling you, Ramake, don't go. It was like putting granite on top of potatoes. I was like, what is this? What am I seeing? Ah.
Oh my days.
I couldn't even talk. Nana, thanks for joining. Where's Ramoke? Ramoke, join. Oh, come back. You're busy. I can see that you're busy. Bele.
It is network because it was rolling like this before it went off completely.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
think so.
rolling. I now called the elder in my house. I said, this is what I saw. This is what I saw. I don't know how this is going to work. He said, wait, when he comes back from work, sit down and talk to him. So I waited. I was like, what happened? I said, I saw something this morning when you were in the shower. What happened? Say, actually, he cut himself with a zip. I don't have to ask. Sorry, I just want to understand. Was your zip, is it made with razors or machete? Is it made with machete or razor? Because I'm trying to understand how much of it is cut off.
Oh my days.
The very next day, he was like, no, I love you. I want us to be together. And I'm like, with this thing is a 10-year-old's own is bigger. This looks like a baby's own. What am I supposed to do with this? And the next day, I just took his key. I packed my things. And the next day, after I had gone to work, I took his key and I posted it through the door and I left because I knew that there was
No
no way
voyage.
on earth I could stay in that kind of relationship. So, Nana, can you talk to us now?
Yeah, actually, I can talk. Uh, oh,
What's happened? Are you
can you
okay?
hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, very, very
Oh,
clearly.
fine. Okay. I just want to. I can talk, but I can't come on video right now. But I can
Okay,
talk.
that's fine. Okay, yes, yes,
How are
please.
you all doing?
Doing fine, doing fine. So I'm sure you've been hearing us.
Yeah, I just joined up when you saw me, so I just heard the last of what you said.
Yeah, so we are talking about welcome, Mr. John Verissimo. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll come to you very soon. What we're talking about is actually, the increase in demand for all this herbal stuff for sexual enhancement, and
Yes.
why is there an increase for it. And then we're also talking about the validation of them, the verification, the accreditation and things like that. So that's what we're talking now. I'm
Okay.
glad that you're here because I know that you deal in northern Nigerian herbal treatments.
Yes. Yes.
So can you tell us how someone like Someone who comes to you knows that yes, this is somebody who's using the authentic stuff. This is something that is not going to cause problems in the future and all of that. Can you tell us
Okay,
what cause?
that's for. Are we talking from a male perspective or both?
Both, please.
Male
Okay,
perspective.
um, male perspective.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me just quickly say this. When they said there's an increase in the sales or something, I don't know from what perspective that increase is being seen. Who is that one?
People
What is that?
are mad.
Ewo, Egbami.
People are mad. Jesus Christ.
It's
How do
crazy.
I unsee that? How do I unsee that?
In his mind now, he has done something that is amazing. He has just embarrassed himself on social media. He's just embarrassed himself on social media.
Anyway,
Mm,
what I
you
was saying is the increase. When we say increase, I don't know from where what we feel it's an increase because I'm from northern Nigeria, Kano in particular. There's no increase. It has always been like that.
mm,
They sell aphrodisiacs for men on the streets. They use this public
Fantastic.
address system. They advertise our public address system on the streets since I can remember. Since
mm,
I'm sure before I was born, and I'm in my 40s. So this has been going on for centuries, maybe. For the women, we've been Kaya Mata has been going on probably before my mother was born, Seth. So there's
mm,
no increase. It's just that it's been for women especially, it's been shrouded in secrecy. Now, people from the north are generally secretive. They're not loud about things. So as soon as it crossed over the River Niger, it became a public thing. It's now being talked about. It's a new trend. It's not a new trend. Kayamata has been there for centuries. The male one has been there for centuries. The most popular one that I knew growing up was Mekunama.
mm,
Mekunama is something I knew as a little girl, but I didn't know what it meant because I hear people advertising Mekunama, and then I just thought it was something that adults take. I didn't know what it was until I grew up. So it's been
mm,
there. It's not something new for us in the north. It's there, and it's like the northerners. I just saw one of my school persons, Chioma. She posted something on Facebook, Chioma Ifeanyi. She said why she liked, I don't know if you know her, Abby,
yeah, I
the
do. Yeah.
accountant and all,
Yes,
very
I do.
popular.
Yeah, yeah.
She
Mm,
said why she liked, what she really admires about the northern men is that they take time out to improve themselves sexually with no shame. They consider the women they are married to and want to satisfy them. So they enhance themselves in whatever way possible. The women too enhance themselves because in the north, if you remember, there are lots the polygamy is the in thing. So
yeah,
every wife wants to outdo the other one. When it's her turn, she wants to
yeah.
taste in quotes better than the other wife, her rival. So this has been going on really. It just now is being verbalized. That's why it looks like it just started. No, it's been there since. In fact, even among the Yoruba people, all those Agbo Jedi, Agbo this, Agbo that. If you notice those women, remember us growing up in Lagos, Abby?
Yes,
Those
yes,
girls,
yes,
Alagbo, those Alagbo girls, they used to carry multicolored liquid in basins on their head. That's what they were
yes.
selling.
I
They've been
know.
selling it since then. So it
And
just
they used to
became
test
people are
it
more
on the girl.
vocal. Exactly. So people just became more vocal about it, but it's really been existing a long time ago. And a lot of people now, okay, there's a time there was a shift to more, industrialized drugs for that because we were using herbs in Nigeria a lot. Then things like Viagra came up and its relatives and cousins, and people started using those ones. They felt okay, anything from Obodo Yibo is better. So they
Mm,
started using that, and then they found out there are a lot of side effects and stuff. So the people now shifted back to herbs,
mm.
and so that's it. So really, it's been existing. Nothing has increased per se.
I
The
want
demand has
to
not
ask a
increased.
question. I want to ask
Mm.
a question. I mean, today you will hear a lot of doctors,
Yes.
coming online to say, stop taking all these herbal stuff because you don't know where they're coming from. We're treating more and more kidney and liver conditions now because of all these things that people are taking and putting into their system. You hear police come and say, oh, we've just recovered the body of a man who went
Mm,
and drank Champignon and Sorobonto,
mm,
and
mm,
next he went and died on top of the girl. So you need to stop taking all these things. And then they introduced NAFDAC because they were trying to
mm,
like regularize all these herbs and stuff. So at what
mm,
point does it
mm.
stop being herbs and can actually become poison? Is it the
Oh,
amount you consume? Is it the preparation, not knowing the right kind of people to go to? What could be the problem?
okay, yes, it could be the amount consumed. Probably if you're supposed to take a spoonful, most herbs have no side effects, but then if they're taking too much, they could result into something else. They could have some adverse effect. Let me give you a quick example because I'm a herbalist. I sell herbs. There's
Yeah.
something called elderberry.
Yes.
Elderberry syrup is wonderful. It's an antiviral, anti everything, and it's very good. But you cannot take more than 1 tablespoon in a day. Because if you
Mm.
take more than one, it becomes poison. As good as it becomes poison after 1 spoon. Why? Because there's cyanide in it.
Wow.
Aha, you
Okay.
see, so this is how it is. When you buy something from a herbalist and the person says, take it this way, don't overdo it. That's one. Two,
Mm.
most herbalists, they won't tell you side effects. Or they won't tell you, they will just say, just take, take, take. No, if you have underlying issues, like, I'll give you an example. There's black seed. Black seed is a miracle herb. I don't
Yes,
know
I
if you know
use
about the black seed.
no,
Thank
I
you.
use it. Hmm.
But it's like it cures practically everything. If it's flu like black seed, um, anything autoimmune black seed and black seed. But do you know black seed is not good for a woman trying to conceive because it's
Whoa.
actually what they call it when women don't want to give birth.
Like
Family like a
uh,
family planning thing.
yeah.
It hinders and it could even lead
Contraceptive.
to contraceptive. It could even lead to abortion or miscarriages. Sorry. So a
I know
woman
that
that is
Rosemary does that too. Rosemary.
so, so you see
Uh,
something like that. So somebody that has diabetes, for example, cannot take maybe a certain type of herb because it's going to affect his insulin is already low, so that's not going to help him or something like that. So it's just knowing what is inside, what is contained inside. And for people looking, you see, herbs really, as I said, most of them have no side effect, but you should be able to list down everything in the herb so that when
mm,
somebody is reading it and you buying it, please read what is
mm.
inside. Is it something that is going to affect you negatively? Please don't take. There is no prize in staying more than 7 minutes on the bed with a woman. There's nothing to
At
eat.
all.
After 7 minutes, it's now punishment. I'm sorry to say. It's no longer enjoyment, it's punishment after 7 minutes.
That's for the average woman. There's some women whose libidos are high and they
You
can
see,
take
this is,
a
I don't know if we can talk about this now. If we're talking
yeah,
about,
let's talk about yeah, we
okay,
can.
okay, fine. Let me just quickly say this. I'm actually talking about the actual sexual process. The
Oh,
actual
the bang
sex.
bang 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 bang
Sex,
itself.
gone, 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 should not exceed 7 minutes. We're not talking about foreplay. We're not talking about afterwards. The actual act. Coitus. Abi, is that the English word?
The coitus, gaga.
Should not exceed 7 minutes. If not, it becomes something else. Please, foreplay, let it last an hour or two. No wahala. Some people don't even need the actual coitus to reach their orgasm,
Foreplay
especially
gan ti gbé
women.
wọn débi tán ń lọ.
Thank
Wọ́n ti
you.
yó.
So actually, if it goes beyond 7 minutes, you're not impressing anybody. You're punishing the woman. Even if the woman is screaming and shouting, she might be faking it.
She's
She might just
screaming
trying
and
to
shouting,
impress
get
you.
off me.
And the guy is thinking, oh yes, I'm a warrior. That is my battleground. Please no, please.
Get off
We
me.
don't need
Oh,
to.
don't give me for my papa.
There's no award. There is no award to be given. Just and for your health, it might for every time, every sexual act really pumps the heart. So if your heart already has issues, over pumping it is even a negative. So these are all the things we have to add. These are what leads to, these are the things that could lead to someone's death or sickness. And they say, yes, he had a heart attack during sex. Yes, what led to it? It's not the it might not be the actual herb. It might be the underlying illnesses that the person has that didn't consider. So this
I
is
know
it.
that they say that most herbs are made
Yes.
with grapefruit. They are made with grapefruit, and unfortunately, grapefruit it, reacts with mainly with a lot of medication that people are on. So a lot of people are on medication that they cannot have something with grapefruit, but then they'll go and
Okay.
take one herbal whatever that is made with grapefruit, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
written in the list of ingredients that there's grapefruit there.
Uh-huh.
Then the thing will now go and react against each other. Then kasala will
So
burst.
you see,
Now, I
all
just
because
want
they're
to
trying
ask,
to
and
impress somebody.
don't say that I'm pedantic, Nana. If a
Mm-hmm.
girl is if a girl is under 40,
Yes.
can she take more than 7 minutes? Bang bang jiggy jiggy.
Yeah, there's some people that you find very hard, that find it very hard to reach any kind of satisfaction in sex, like the
They have a
average
high
person. Yes,
libido.
yes, we call them Harije in my part of the world. So in fact, bride price for someone like that self is higher.
Oh. But how will they know?
And maybe she's been married before now.
Okay.
She's a Bazawara, that means a divorcee or widow. So they already know she's that kind of person, and man, this one is special. If they go, she no go tell you say she tired. So her bride price has to increase. So okay, things like that. But for women like that, which are not, they're not many, so they might want to go more. Another woman self, she doesn't mind enduring the pain beyond the 7 minutes. She just wants the guy to come. She wants him to have a release. Whatever time, however long it's going to be, she's willing to sacrifice her own pleasure for his. So that is why when we talk to couples about, sorry, my sexual talk is basically for couple. I'm biased like that.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
sure.
So when we talk to couples, I see, for women, we are fashioned differently from men. A woman, when she reaches orgasm, nothing is left for her.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I take that back. It's when like she's more, she can accept anything. Like, okay, you've done the best for me. So anything you want,
Yeah,
I'll
this
give you.
orgasm, there's nothing again, no, Nana.
No, but no, you don't get what I'm trying to say. She's ready to accept whatever you're bringing. For the man, when you achieve orgasm, men are sleeping. Eric Paris is all over. There's even no cuddling after because I'm done. But the woman is now like, anything. If I kill me, I'm ready to die for you right now. So if you can get the woman to be in that stage of acceptance of whatever you're going to give, if she reaches orgasm before you, it's best for you. Because if you reach orgasm before her, at that time you go come back, salt no go there inside your soup. Because you didn't do her right. She would tell you didn't do her right, but that salt no go there inside soup.
I don't
Or
know
pepper go
what
too
to
much.
say, because me, I'm a sleeper. Once I don't reach where they go, now sleep it out.
I believe
I
you.
don't dey speak English again. I beg, leave me. I want to go and visit my village people. Thank you.
Well, some rare occasions, they could all achieve orgasm at the same time, which is very rare to find. But if they can do that, which I don't know what they could do, if they know themselves, that's why you have to research on what pleases your partner, your spouse. Research what pleases this person. If I'm doing it at the same time, I'm doing my own. We can now reach orgasm at the same time, so nobody feels left behind. And some men, what actually gives them the joy is watching their wives achieve orgasm when they know it's real, not fake. Some men, that's all they even want from the
Some
whole
men don't know
encounter.
the difference. Oh, I know
But
somebody.
at least,
Nana, I actually know someone who just discovered that his wife of about 15 years had faked every single orgasm.
so it's not her fault. She's trying to be a good wife and not make you feel bad now.
My guy was broken.
You see, this is why every man should ask his wife, what do you want? Where do you want me to
Exactly.
touch you? Some wives are not even vocal about such a thing. They just expect you somehow to figure it out. So that's why you have to keep searching. Her body is in fact, there's a book, I'm trying to remember the title now. It's written by an Arab man on the sensual points in a woman's body. So you have to figure it out. Start from the scalp, get to the toe, the sole of the feet. You will find the points that actually make the woman, reach that place. She's not going to tell you. A woman most likely won't tell you, do this, do touch me. Mm-mm. You figure it out.
The average man, and I'm only going to speak about some because, well, I've dated more than Nigerian men, but the average man, unfortunately, from my understanding and my experience, they are really not interested in what's on the outside. You see, once they can get to that hole, that's all that they're
Mm.
really concerned about, and then maybe they can play with the titties a bit. But you see that they're interested in your scalp, your skin, your eyes. I mean, the day I kissed the guy's eyes, he freaked out. He was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, I kissed your eyes." And he was like, "Why would you do that?" So I'm like, "Why wouldn't I do that? I'm kissing you. You've closed your eyes in enjoyment, and I kissed your eyelids, and you freaked."
Mm. Your signal
On
is
that.
gone.
You went out for a
Hello?
while. You froze for a while.
Oh, sorry. And it bothered me.
Mm.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I was like, why would someone freak out because I kissed their eyelids? Because their eyes were closed and I kissed their eye, and this guy almost jumped out of his skin and he couldn't leave the house fast enough. And everything.
Mm.
Moramoke and Tolu, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to add you guys. I don't know where Tolu is. I hope she can come back. So and these are the things. I think people
Yeah,
are
but that's for
too.
men now. Women are sensual. All every fiber in a woman's body, every nerve, every point is sensual on a woman. But for men,
So men
it's all
don't
within their
enjoy
groin.
things.
No, a man wouldn't. Yeah, maybe you feel, yeah, you love him by doing your special, but it's a woman that will want a kiss on the shoulder, a kiss on her neck. But a man, come here is next, and he's shrinking away. Like, which ones now? Stay there now. But
Okay,
a
Nana,
woman,
hold that thought.
okay,
Nana, hold that thought.
okay.
Mr. John Verissimo, are you there?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for joining the show. Now, you've
Oh,
heard what we've been talking about, and you've heard
yeah.
Nana
So,
say men don't enjoy all the sensual things that women enjoy. They are just for the where is the place? Let us enter. Thank
No,
you very
no,
much.
no, that's not
Bye
what I
bye.
said, Rachel.
No. I'm
I
adding
think
my own
it's
jara and
it's
two.
kind.
I'm
I
adding
think
my
it's
own
kind of
jara and two inside. No,
Okay,
I'm adding my own jara and
okay.
two. But I'm just
I think
trying to
it's
be. I'm trying to be as brass tacks with Mr.
Okay,
John, so he
now.
can tell. So, do you think that men enjoy sensuality? Do they enjoy those soft, fluttering kisses on the shoulder? A little nibble in the ear, that kind of thing. Do you think they enjoy it, or they're like, wow, how quickly can we get to where we are trying to get to?
most definitely, especially if you have a deep relationship. But prior to that, I want to go back on what the lady said about Ogun Jedi Jedi and all the rest of it, and
Mm.
some of these herbal medicines that people have started using these days. Yes, I agree with the fact that they're more verbally spoken about, but then again, I also question the how much you should take, and the fact that you're not being told or not being given the consequences of overdosing. I also agree with the fact that there's a combination of alcohol underlying issues that might cause people to have heart attacks and diseases like that. But the bottom line is where they're sold and how they're regulated. These days, you've got a lot more herbalists coming in and putting their medicine in capsules or putting them in bottles and NADAC regulating them. and they become a more acceptable and less. Obviously, you cannot stop abuse. If someone's going to abuse something, they're going to abuse it anyway. But look at she made an example of something being acidic, that you're not supposed to take more than one tablespoon a day because it has a tendency to be acidic, and using other medication can aggravate cardiac arrest and things like that. So why
No,
produce it?
arsenic. She said it's got arsenic.
Arsenic,
Cyanide.
well, yeah,
Oh,
Cyanide.
cyanide.
cyanide,
Sorry, cyanide. Yeah.
cyanide. Okay, it's got cyanide in there if you take more than one teaspoon. So why make it to that level whereby anything over a tablespoon could cause that kind of effect? That's that's the question. That's what scares me, because what's to say that you can't take more than a tablespoon within 24 hours? But yeah, but back to your question. Yes, obviously men do feel sensual, or like to be nibbled here and there. So that's yeah, I don't know if I've answered the question or just blabbed around.
Yeah, yeah, you have, and in the process, you've also raised the question, which is a very interesting one, which I'll bat back to Nana, and in batting it back to Nana, I also want
Mm.
to Sister Ibidun, because I know you're also a herbalist in your own way, although you want to claim that you know Jesus more than the herbs. Or you know the herbs, because when you were doing prescription yesterday, you were not doing it like somebody who did not know what she was talking about. So this is the thing. Now, of course, someone buys, like me, I have cough syrup, right? And I have never measured my cough syrup. And I know it's not a good thing. But when my cough starts, I just take the bottle, I just take what I want to take with my mouth, and I drop the bottle, and that's it. I have never measured the bottle. I've never measured it before. So now, of course, that is me abusing the cough mixture.
Yeah.
That's me abusing it to a certain point. So how do we, because again, what's brought about this is that there has been an increased reporting in liver and kidney crisis caused by people drinking all these different herbs and everything. And there's no prescription in the days of our mothers and our grandmothers. They'll just be like, mu gesican, abi gasican. I don't know whether it's gasican or gesican. But there's a thing,
Gassy,
there's a
gassy.
small tumbler. There's one
Small
small
cup.
tumbler
I
that they
can
call
show you the
gasi.
cup. Yes, yes.
uh So you drink one gasi, and they'll tell you take one gasi in the morning, take one gasi at night, or take one gasi in the day, and that's it. Or they'll tell you take it before you eat, take it after you eat. That okay. So those are the height of the instructions you get, but you don't get anything like what are you taking at the moment? You can't take this one. Oh, okay, what are you taking? Okay, you can take this. So how do we get to that place? How do we get to that place where herbal medicine, because it's really really good, and I hate the idea of us throwing away something that is so good, that is our own, in the name of we're trying to be safe, but we have to find a way that it is safe. So what are your suggestions, Nana?
Okay, so back to I want to first address that talk that this gentleman, I can't recollect his name. Obviously, you couldn't recollect mine too.
John.
So
John.
1-1.
John.
So when he said something about cyanide, taking one spoon, blah blah blah. Quick one, two things. One, herbs, as you said, Abby, has never been regulated, or there's nothing like, as you
No.
said, Gesicon. Gesicon could be something else to somebody in the north, because we don't have Gesi per se, we don't take alcohol in the north. So if you're going to describe, just take one cup, so it will be like an 8-ounce cup that the person would take. But anyway, when we say modernization has come into herbalism, means that for those of us who are educated, who are not like our grandparents, but we saw the effects, the good effects of herbs, we just don't want to believe it's just like business as usual. There must be a side effect. So we're trying to look for the side effects. And that's when all of these things came up. Elderberry, if you want, you may want to research on that. It's a wonderful herb.
It's good for
And
period pains.
for so many things.
Mm.
But we found out that after a while, when you take, maybe somebody takes more than one spoon, and after a while the person starts reacting to something. Okay, what went wrong? They take him to the hospital and they said, okay, he took some herbs and this is what happened. Oh, he has poison in his body, he has cyanide in his body. How come? Okay, what quantity did you take? So over time you find that anything above 1 tablespoon is poisonous. It didn't just come up like that. So whenever you go and buy elderberry syrup, like in my store, I am a part owner of a herb store in the US here. When people come to buy elderberry syrup, I say, do not take more than 1 tablespoon in a day. That's my own. You take more than one, you're on your own. I've
On your
told you what to
own.
take. It's there on the jar. Don't take more than 1 spoon. You take more than 1 spoon, anything to buy here.
Maramu.
So that is one. Then for as I said, it was research and that brought that up. So ideally, even when it turns poisonous, not it's going to kill you. It's just like it's not good for your body system. I will
Mm.
still say herbs are the best thing that happen to human beings. So everything you buy, every pill you buy from a pharmacy has been diluted. And they will never, that's why I don't know, I never used to see it in Nigeria until I came to the US. When they're advertising one pill to you, this will cure this sickness. They will give you like a 100 side effects. So at the end of the day, like, why should I even take this pill to cure one thing when I have the tendency of, catching other things? So herbs, I will still stick to herbs. A lot of people right now have turned to herbs. So I don't think herbs on its own is a bad thing. It's just for the transparency, come out and say what's in the herbs. You to know your own health condition so that you don't go
Mm.
beyond what you've done. And then see, when it comes to sex, people want to overdo. And I always say it again, maybe because I'm a middle age. There is nothing to achieve. There is no award. Abi, maybe there's award Timo Gori that they give
There's
someone
awards, though. There's awards. It's you
for
that you
what?
don't know.
For doing award
Yes,
for
Mara.
doing.
Yes,
My
now when you do me
sister,
right, I'll give you
see, when I sell if quick one on Kaya Mata, because a lot of people when they tell me, when I say, oh, I have Kaya Mata, and they tell me, I don't like jazz, I don't know what you're talking about. I say Kaya
Yeah,
Mata
what
means
have you got to do
herbs.
with that? Yes.
What has it got to do with jazz? Because a lot of women will sell something. Okay, for example, I have one of my products that is like instant. You get what all
Aphrodisiac.
the ladies here, you just know what I'm talking about. Instanta.
Now. Yes.
And because it's instanta, I will just tell you this is what is contained in it. This is the particular ingredient that leads to this and that. Somebody else will come and say, you know what? Even if you've not done this thing in 1 year, 10 years, this thing, because of the jazz in it will make it
Right.
just come sharp, sharp. And that person, I'm selling my own $10. That person that is saying there's jazz in it is selling the same thing at $100. Human beings, they will go for the $100 one.
Go and buy the $100 one.
So sex is physical and spiritual at the same time.
Mm.
You don't need any jazz. A man enjoys what experience he has with you. Whatever you ask him for, he will give you because he wants to keep enjoying that experience.
Please,
He
can I
wants to
have
come again.
a Lamborghini?
So when they say, you see, there's one of the things we say. I don't know if anybody understands Hausa here. We say "Kogida Komota." That means he's going to enjoy it so well. Whatever you ask, he's going to give you. Now, what will make a man enjoy it is when the woman is not dry like most women are. A woman goes through the day, she has like 6 children, she has to go to work, she has to come back. She doesn't even want to think about this thing, but the man did here say, how far? So she now quickly takes this thing, it makes her wet, it makes her honey, and then it happens. Husband is happy. Babe, that car that you asked me for, you're getting it tomorrow.
But
They
you
will
know
now say
what?
it's
Men
jazz.
don't
It's not
understand
jazz.
something. Wait, Nana, men don't understand something that making love to a woman If you want to make love to a woman at night, you start making love to her from the morning, from the
Oh, but
moment
of
she wakes
course.
Yes,
up.
yes.
So she
Baby.
must will know say it go happen, or maybe say
Eh
arrange.
now. Yeah,
Not suddenly
baby.
it just
I've
come
already
like that.
send your
Nah.
sexy underwear. I've put it out for you. Oh, babe, I've made your breakfast. Here's a cup of tea for you. She goes. The next thing you text her, hey babes, you know when you were leaving this morning, you were looking so sexy. This is that. She's thinking, hey, this man is going up to something. She comes back. She already says, she's fine. What's going on? Babe, don't worry, I've already made lunch. Eh? Even if he doesn't want to sleep with her that day, she go climb the man.
So,
Like,
or
you clean
he's
the
coming
house,
back home, he
you
buys sugar.
ah,
Forget that thing. That when
I'm
last he keep buy
climbing
sugar
you.
for me, we know how
Even
they
if you're
happen.
not planning on climbing me, I'm climbing you. No matter, you know.
So
Ah,
these are all the things that add up. So it's not as I said, there's no, and I tell you, I keep saying it to anything about 7 minutes, because forget it.
now
Enjoyment don't work. Okay, I
speak
don't
for
shut up.
yourself.
I'll shut up. Mm,
Our come,
okay.
we like it more than that.
Okay. It's because of you they did that video of 45 minutes, huh? Because of you
No, 45 minutes for anybody's daughter is too much, I
it's
beg.
too
But
much. It's too much.
I think between 10-15 minutes is still fair.
No,
It's still fair.
medically and research wise, they say 7 minutes is the average. Average,
Seven,
really, for most
we don't
people.
do average. You know
Yeah,
me
for
now.
me,
I
there are
don't do
5 minutes now.
7 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh,
I
yes.
go leave you.
It's not 5 minutes.
I
See,
go,
when you look at, sorry, she was saying
7 minutes.
something. Yes,
You said 7 minutes.
7 meaningful minutes as against 1 hour of nothing for pain.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, you're giving that 4 play that
7 minutes.
put the woman
even
in the right
but let
mood.
the meaningful be more than sleep.
No, for a woman, it's 4 play. You think it's that bang, 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 how far? Uh-uh. It's 4 play. Most women come have orgasm at 4 play, not during sex. Most women, it's not sex
Something
that
like
make them
that.
have.
Sister Bedu, do
Yeah,
you think
most.
sorry I disappeared there? I was asking a question. I said, Sister Bedu, do you think 7 minutes is too long or too short?
What I'm saying is that 7 minutes is short for a man on
Ah,
top of you. 7 minutes, because no, let me tell you. When man first come, when man just start, they quickly come, and you might not even
Yes.
satisfy at
Then
that time.
Mr.
mhm.
George has been
Definitely.
like, I dash
but
you
but
now.
but that's what we're talking about.
Your
That
body
quickly
is on
come.
before you could calm down. It takes you time.
But that's what we're talking
The
about.
point of it is
The
that
whole
you need to,
idea,
as you said,
the idea is that you shouldn't quickly come. You should do the foreplay. Let's say
no,
1 hour.
yeah,
Then when
not
after
quickly
the
come.
babe has so it shouldn't come. You shouldn't come at all till after 7 minutes. Okay, we can
But
make
the
it 10.
average man
No.
always comes, they do that quick come now. Then their
No,
eye will
no,
now
that's
clear,
not
then they will
normal.
now balance.
That's not normal. Oh. That's not normal at all. That is why they need aphrodisiac.
It's
They're not
not?
supposed to come. No, it's not.
Hey.
No, they're not supposed to come normal. No way, man. So you could do
No.
within an hour, you could have 3 sessions of 7 minutes each, or 4 or 5, but
Yeah.
average timing is 7 minutes. But it should not come immediately you enter. Mommy, cool song now. That's not how it's done. You calm down, calm, parabole. We do this one, we do it all through
This
the
is a
night.
journey.
After all, now
It's
your
not a
wife.
sprint.
This is not a
Yeah.
competition, so please calm down. Be
It's not
calming
a
down.
inter-house sport.
Be calming down. No, but that early coming it's not right. It's not normal. It's
That's not right at all. No, 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 no,
it's not
no.
normal.
I'm telling you, and I'm going to sound like a hoe, but I'm telling you that in my experience, man will do. Then, like after 2 minutes, then you'll be like, wait, just wait. Aha, oh yeah. Then you'll be like, oh cool.
So you see that 2 minutes is what I'm referring to as 7 minutes. After that one, you can take a pause and continue again. Continue. But the period, it shouldn't last beyond 7 minutes.
But
Then you can
I
have
find that
continuous
2 minutes.
sessions.
I find that it's been a while. Please, in case anybody's watching and going, this is a shower of a person. Thank you. Who never do this thing, hands in the air? Shut up. So,
Somebody have already said it in the platform today that sexual is a secret code that everybody denied have never been there. It's only pregnant
only
people that
pregnant
know
women
about
cannot deny that they've ever had sex. It's true. It is true. So, but this is the thing.
don't believe
I find
everybody
it
here.
frustrating. I personally find it frustrating that first, when in fact, I've sort of programmed my mind to be like, I'm not even having sex until after that 2 minutes. So, Shay, you've done your 2 minutes, your eye have clear, be. Oh, yeah, you're not ready. Shay, you're ready. Oh, yeah, let us start.
Mm.
It's sort of like I've even programmed my mind not to even consider that one as part of anything because that whole
Uh-huh.
excitement of who I'm gonna get, I'm gonna,
Mm.
and then you're
Yeah,
like,
a man should not be
oh,
so excited that
ah,
he cannot contain himself. Then
yes,
if that happens,
You're right. You're right.
if it happens, then that's when he needs the aphrodisiac.
So is there something herbally that a
Mm.
man can do? Maybe like changing his food, his diet, eating some certain kind of herbs that can actually prevent that 2 minutes. Oh, I'm so excited, I can't help myself kind of situation. And just be regular. Oh yeah,
Um,
let us rock the show.
okay, this is it. I'm going to give a very fast remedy for any man listening, or any woman that wants to help her husband's
Any man,
ministry
all
here.
the men, listen, no, she's telling you
You
now.
see, up north, as I said, we don't we know the hider, men know the hider. So you see these people selling tiger nuts. What's tiger nuts here? Aya.
Yeah.
Yes, I got the
Mm-hmm.
lady.
Thank you. Inside wheelbarrow. Inside wheelbarrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are selling aya inside wheelbarrow together with dates,
Yes,
dabino, and coconut. You get why? You get why?
You know why?
So if they're wise, you see most of their customers are men. You see men hovering around, buying. They are mixing the three things and chewing at the same time. So this is very good. Also, it's good for women too, by the way, but then mainly for men. So you could just make a juice out of it, or you could just chew it like that and go on with your day. That helps. So there's really nothing like changing
Why is it
diet. Just eat a lot of fiber. If you notice, tiger nut has high fiber, coconut has, date has,
Yes.
so things like that. You could eat a lot of things that are rich in fiber. But this talk of sugar is not good. Sugar, I'm sorry. Nobody takes sugar like northern men, and nobody does like northern men. This is a general knowledge.
We
Ma,
can't hear you, Sister Bidun. We can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
now we can hear you now.
Okay, I can hear you now.
What I'm saying is that outside people take sugar, but if outside man handle you, oh my goodness.
Thank you. So you see, it's not the sugar thing. It's not the sugar thing.
Yes.
So you see, like
when I was in Ife, I met a guy. He's an Hausa, Muhammad Isa.
Don't tell his entire name out now.
From NDA, from Army to University to Unife then. That guy, oh my goodness, as cool as he is, no, when you talk of say someone is good in bed, I give him excellent. Yeah. And he can consume a whole packet of sugar. He will sit
that is
down,
it.
he's a good cook.
That is it.
He's a good cook.
So when Lagos men or Yoruba men generally, but Lagosians, they say, no, I go jadi, come on, sugar, oh my, like it doesn't affect anything.
No.
It doesn't affect anything.
Sugar has its negative things that it does to the body, but maybe it doesn't affect sexual libido.
What does sugar do negatively to the body?
Diabetes.
Gee, diabetes is the body's inability to create
Inability
enough
to maintain your
insulin.
sugar level. When your
Yes,
insulin is weak,
it's low. That means it's
it's
your body,
low.
it's
But
your
then
pancreas.
it also generates like fat in the body, doesn't it?
No, that's if you don't
Eh?
burn it. The kind of sun in Kano side, it will burn the sugar before you start talking.
But that's what I'm saying. The average person down south wouldn't be able to burn off sugar
With
the way
entering
some.
bus and coming down from bus and arguing with bus driver and shouting on the road and jumping here, jumping down. Sugar don't burn now.
Of course. Sugar
Sugar don't burn.
stimulates your
There's more
energy
wahala in Lagos than in Kano now.
at all.
He's gone
Oh,
bus, he's coming down, he's hitting here and somebody hit his car, he's around there. Ah, wow, Akule, yeah, Kubi, yeah, bye bye. That's enough burning of sugar.
Yes.
So
I
it's
don't.
not really sugar, but I just think increase the fiber. For us up north, if you notice, most of our food stuff are fiber, fiber, fiber. We have
Yes.
more of fiber than any other thing. So I
Like
guess
dates.
that helps. Ma?
I mean dates. You know what they call
Yes,
dates?
yes. Dabino.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Those three things:
It's good.
dates, coconut,
Coconut.
and aya.
No, I will give you the recipe, sister. I know it. I know it well.
Okay.
I will give you the recipe. You will pay. Oh.
Mhm. And it's also good for women too. I keep
It's
saying
good
it's
for
very good
women
for women
because
too.
no matter how dry you are down there, once you
It
drink
will
that combo,
it will help
ah,
the headquarters.
eh,
No,
you will start having to
you can
find
use
napkins.
cloves with milk and malt. It will still work.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's another one.
Yes. Soak
You know what?
malt
Don't give out all these
with
things. Let
cloves
let us
and
do
add
this. That
milk to it. Just put
anybody
milk.
who wants to know all these recipes, you
Yes.
have to subscribe to Mongalo Croonies. Drop a like, comment, and share. Then we
Then
will
you get
give it
all of the
the
recipes.
compilation. And we will give you the compilation so that you can go and use it.
Now,
We are not giving you
Abby,
no more free tips. Enough
No
free
Abby,
more.
tips. No more.
No
Abby,
more.
let's go straight to the point. When you're talking of taking herbs or taking this to stimulate man for sex and it's affecting their kidney, really too much alcoholic will affect your kidney. Too much of tablet will affect your kidney. And the side effect of Viagra is men should go blind. Most men go blind at the end of the
Hmm.
day.
Hmm.
It affects their eyesight.
I was
And
hoping
then
Dr.
during the
Sen would be able to
and during the
join us.
time man wants to release, it has something to do with their pumping of heart. So
Mhm.
if man high blood pressure is high and is taking all those Viagra or whatever you call it, Pasuma strong or what is it? Mention it in a medical something. It will trigger all those sickness in their body. But when you're talking of herbals, when you take herbs, like that's what we call gbogbo asofeyeje. If you have ordering that one in your house with water, drink it, it's okay. But when you mix it with alcohol, naturally, if you take alcohol, it stimulates your sexual aspect. So
Hmm.
you be horny when you take
Hmm.
alcohol, either
Oh,
man or
okay.
woman. So why are you adding it to herbs that will help your sexual something? So it
Hmm.
will cause damages. So using water is okay for herbs and it will work perfectly okay because water helps the kidney itself. It clean your kidney. So but too much tablet will damage your kidney or your liver. So that's why they have that problem. But when in the herbs section, it's more safer to take herbs than to take tablet, and it's safer to take herbs with water than to take it with alcohol.
Than with alcohol. Or we omidu.
So that's
You
where
know
they
the
have
water from pap.
you
That thing is very, very
yes,
effective. Very effective.
very effective, yes. Or you get palm wine, real palm wine. So all those things when you involve alcohol, definitely you are damaging your kidney. When we get to a certain age, all hormones are going down gradually, are not more active. If you see that as a woman, when you get to a certain age, when you eat little, your tummy will shoot out. They say, okay, you've done exercise, you go to gym, you go to that, you nothing improve. They will introduce you to 18 hours fasting. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
before you can eat your breakfast around 12 or 1, then your last meal should be around 4:30 or 6, then the next day. So that's
Mm-hmm.
how you keep your stomach, you keep yourself in shape. Going to gym is a wasting of money. I never been to gym and I will never go. Yes, if you ask me to do exercise, I will just be laughing at you. Because my exercise is I can fast 3 days taking my water alone, I'll be okay. Once I'm taking water, I might not
Mm.
feel hungry. Because I
I drink
prefer
a lot of
not to
water,
be
but I still feel
dehydrated.
hungry. Oh.
Yes, no. If I take water, I take my smoothie, and my smoothie goes for celery, parsley with lemon and cucumber. I take my smoothie in the morning. In fact, my stomach is full up. The next thing you see me is beetroot. So I eat
Okay.
less. And when you see me eating, I only eat fish. I cook stew, but I might not finish it in 2 weeks. Just take one, make
Mm.
my soup, eat the fish. I don't. You will see amala in my house. You will see a garri in my house because I don't eat heavy food. If I want to eat, I'll say,
Me,
okay,
the
let me
day
go and
I
visit
read that
somebody. You know,
the calorific, the day I read that the calorific whatever of 100 grams of amala was more than that of gari, I
oh.
wanted to faint. I was like, what? No, not my amala.
So if you want to eat
No,
a call,
not
if you
my
can
amala.
get a
Stop
call,
it.
if you can get a call here, just eat a call as a dinner. A call, just a call at
We
my
don't get a call
when
here.
they
I'm
call
in
my
England now. There's no way I'm going to get it.
we have a code in Deptford here, yeah, because no,
And
there's a
you're
code in
comparing
Manchester now. If you
London
go to
and
Manchester,
outside London, Abba. You can't compare now. They
no,
are
in
different.
Manchester there's a code there. I've been to Manchester and I've
I'm not
seen
in
some
Manchester.
African shops. Where are you?
I'm in
Okay,
Farnworth. So
okay.
in fact, there
In
isn't
Manchester
there
there's no
isn't even
African
a
shop
market
there,
in Farnworth. I have to go all the way to Bolton to the market to be able to buy anything. There isn't a market in Farnworth.
and that's too
So I
far.
live in a real,
So
in a bush. But yeah, you know what?
that made you,
We really
yeah,
have. We sorry because I'm being aware of the time and I want us to finish. Before 2 hours into this. It's very very clear that herbs are not the enemy. It is how they are prepared
no,
sometimes. No,
yeah,
it is how they are prepared sometimes, depending on who prepares them. Because if someone is preparing them not because of knowledge, but because let me jam this and that together and sell it, and people will drink. And it's not from like you and Nana, both of you come from a place of knowledge. You had people in your homes do this in your presence. You saw it work, and you're
yeah.
carrying on the practice. Not like someone like me. If I try to do it, trust me,
I
I'm doing
give to
fake.
people. I give people because if you register with me when I was home, my pregnant women will start taking one house when the pregnancy is 7 plus. If they are allergic to calcium tablets, that helps. They shouldn't eat anything before they come to me to their clinic in the morning. And it's one gassy every 1 week. You see what I'm saying? That small cup once
Gasikon,
in a week.
Gasikon. That's
See, there's no way, even if they deliver in the hospital where they are unexperienced doctor nurses take the delivery, the baby will not have any broken of bones because that helps. That's what it does for the baby in their stomach, in their belly. The baby will be so strong, the bone will be so strong. That's what that helps is working for. And the other one for
hmm.
the same delivery is 8 months, 2 weeks. They started taking that one with lemon, with what I will put in there, and they will deliver
Nana,
that
we
baby
can't hear
so
you. Wait.
Didn't we say we're not giving out any recipe again?
Abi, we told her, I don't know why she wants to
Ma, why
spoil
are you
this
giving her this recipe
spoil
now? Let's
this
monetize it.
we remove you from the business plan, no.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry.
Ma,
So what I'm saying is that all those things we have measurement, and taking
mm,
herbs with water without alcohol, there's no any side effect, no problem for it.
mm,
Okay,
true.
recently I have flu. There's what I prepare that jig out my flu with my inhale with aboniki, covering myself with a big duvet.
Aboniki?
It's
Ah, no, I
steaming,
can't. I
steaming,
can't.
man.
My throat, my brain, everything clear once and for all.
Ah, no, if you use aboniki and your brain and your throat and does not clear, then
Yeah. See,
God forbid.
when the cold want to finish me, I have to finish the cold before the cold finish
Ah,
me. Not like
no, not like with aboniki. Oh, ah, no. There's
ah
not. I have bottles of it. Nothing in this life is going to convince me to touch it because
I
the
Ah,
have
one
that
time I saw
aboniki.
somebody use
co-
it.
I have the one
eh,
that is even hotter than aboniki.
but you put it in the water now, so it's not on your body directly, is it?
No, no,
Ah,
no.
Nana, I saw
Eh,
somebody put
Hotter
it
Adi.
than
on their.
aboniki is what I
Mm,
use when I have my ankle paining me. When I was walking, my ankle just be as if I will fall down on the road. So I put that balm there. In fact, it was as if there's pepper inside my skin and it was jick out. That was the end of the story.
And you,
So
you have resistance. Me, if I put that one, no, people will know me in this community because I will go outside and I'll start shouting.
you just put it in the water. You're not putting it on your body now for the steaming.
No, she said
oh
that
my
she put it
days.
on her leg. Did you hear what she
Oh
just
yeah,
said?
for the
She put
pain.
on her.
No, me, I'm
I
talking
have it
about
on
the
I have
steaming
it
she
on
was
my
saying
side to
earlier.
rest. When I was walking, if I'm running, I would just feel like falling down because you just weak, with pains. I said, I will never go cripple now. So I was so angry. I
Amen.
said, no, we're nothing worry
Mm,
now. I have to go and buy that very hot balm. I use hot water
okay.
and I apply that balm. In fact, it burns my leg for 3 days. I was feeling the hotness, but
Me,
the
I
pains.
think I fractured something in my foot actually in the last 2 months because I'm in dance class. I've not been able to dance because that foot, anytime I put pressure on it or I try and go into a plie or anything like that, the foot just goes, will you respect yourself?
Oh,
So I'm I'm
I
I'm
love
meant to
dancing. I
see.
swear, that's what happens to me. I love dancing. You need to see me dancing. I dance like I don't know. I dance well or not. Oh, I
See,
love
my
dancing.
dance is not your own kokoma dance. So I'm talking contemporary dance in college.
I know. I know that type of your dancing.
Well, the
Step,
thing is, I'm
three
going to
step
see the
left.
podiatrist on Friday. So hopefully, I might have to go in for an X-ray to see what's actually because it feels like a fracture. It feels like there's a fracture that's happened in there, and it's just
It's
the
not
worst.
fracture. It is. It is. We would
It's a
like what do you call
strain
it?
on the
Bone and
muscle.
socket joint, or what do you call the joints? So
Mm.
when the two bones
It could
side
be
of
the
themselves
tendon. If
or
it's a fracture,
small,
you can't
yes.
move.
Yes, so that's when the two bones work
I'm
hard
barely
too much.
moving. Let's just put
Yes,
it
Mm,
that's
that
what
way.
really happened. Go and do your X-ray. But
I'll
the
go.
mm.
Well,
doctor
I'm
can
going
tell
to
me
see the podiatrist on
you will
Friday,
think
so we'll see
back.
what they see.
Oh, Shebi is this place. Is it not UK? Don't mind them.
Ugh.
They're not nothing.
So, anyways, I think we've been able to actually look at the subject and really get away. That is not the herbs that are the problem,
No,
is some of the people who are
It's the
preparing them who
people.
don't know anything, and number two is also some of the people using them who are
Yes.
abusing them. So
Mm,
once we can actually have where someone does it properly, puts the ingredients on them, and also puts all the information out so that in case you're allergic to something, you can see it, you can avoid it,
mm,
have a
mm,
proper consultation. I mean, all respect to the Pokrinyo ladies in the streets of Lagos. They've been doing amazing work, but
mhm,
some of them know this thing more than others.
yeah.
And if you don't really know what you're selling, maybe sell it, but say go and see somebody who knows about it to actually talk
Mhm,
to you.
Yes.
and then we won't be having all this, because it is scary when you see so many people coming out and having kidney problems, liver problems. Why? And then
Because
you
they're
hear, oh,
overstressing the
It's
organs.
alcohol that
and
caused
all
it,
that.
my sister. It is
The
alcohol.
alcohol. It's
Yeah,
true.
that's
It's
what
the
I'm saying.
alcohol.
And they're taking
And
alcohol, they're
harsh,
doing this and doing
harsh
that.
alcohol, not even the purified one, like
Yeah, some of
the
these herbs,
mixture.
The one with
they
ethanol.
mix squish,
Mm,
whatever they call, they mix cocaine, they mix methamphetamine, they mix
I
all kinds
mean,
of things
are you
together,
little, you
you know, a
know?
tramadol and this, just so that they can have a high, and have, it's like
In fact,
waiting. And the
I
crazy thing
knew
is that it's
tramadol as
kids.
a pain relief, not as the way they're using it.
Yeah, it's
But you
Yes,
abuse.
let me know
That's it.
that
It's
because
abuse.
I know it as
even me, 5 mil of tramadol, and I'm on some strong painkillers. But 5 mil of tramadol, and I'm looking like head of fish. Then someone is mixing 10, 15, and drinking it
oh,
because they want to do an exam, or they want to sleep with some girl.
okay.
And you're like, are
Mm,
you okay? Are you serious? It's a very, very scary thing. So
mm-hmm.
I think ladies, don't go anywhere, because we need to compile this thing. But anyone who's interested in speaking to these two ladies, because anyone who's saying, look, I want to really go in the way of herbal, but I want to do it in the hands of professionals. Here are two professionals that we have on the show, and you can reach out to them. Of course, just put in a comment down on the show, and we'll be able to link you with them. Because I mean, she actually runs a spa and northern care center. And Sister Bidun, even though she says she's now for Jesus, but she still knows all the things to prescribe. So so these are people who know what they're doing. So at this point, I just want to say a massive thank you to Nana. Thank you so much, because as soon as you go, I
Thank
was
you
like,
for
yes,
having me.
right person. So I talk this thing, and then when Sister
Sister
Bidun
Nana,
come, I'm like,
come
yes,
again.
so full house. I was just waiting for Dr. Senu to come on, but unfortunately, he's not been able to do that. I want to
Ah,
say massive
I
thank
wish
you
to see
to.
him. That's my
It
boss.
would have been
I
it
won't
would
tell
have
him it's
been
on
great to
this.
hear his perspective. So I want to say
Yes,
massive
yes,
thank you
yes.
to Mr. John Verisimo, to Moromoke, to Tolulope, to Kwelumi Ogunade, to Mr. God is able. I don't know his name. I always call him Mr. God is able. To
God is able.
Oluwaseun Adigun. Yeah, because
Who wants
he's
to
been
become
commenting. He's on.
father of
Yeah,
nation?
Abi wants to become father of nations. So I want to say a massive, massive thank you to every single person. To Kunle. Ha! Kunle and I went to uni, and I've not seen him since 1999, and
Mm,
he came this night.
Wow.
So Kunle, thank you so much. Honestly, it was still a shock seeing you. So honestly, thank you everyone who's tuned into the show. I hope you've learned something. I hope that you've laughed, you've enjoyed yourself, but most importantly, you've learned something. And if there's still much that you want to know more, you want to find out, please by all
23 years
means,
ago.
get in touch with us. We are you know the whole point of this show is that we all learn. We learn something. Nobody
Yeah.
knows everything. We learn from
Yes,
each other.
yes.
We have conversations. We don't keep hiding these conversations. These are three grown women who have talked about having sex and how sex should work and everything. Why are we lying as if we don't have sex? And yet population is booming. And
you
yet
like
we are
that?
lying.
Pretend to be angel
Uh-huh.
outside.
So there's no point
No, we
lying.
don't do that. Excuse me. We don't do that
No,
in
I'm
medical
saying
line.
in general, not us.
It's a pity
Sister
that
Ibizu,
Dr.
not
Seven is
us.
not here today. Oh,
That's what I'm saying,
we
not
don't
us.
be
I'm
lying
saying
there.
some listeners will be like, they talked about sex. Oh God. Yes, we do.
Mhm.
We talk about sex. So be ready
Well,
for it. Well, till we do this again, please don't go anywhere yet, ladies. Till we do this
Okay.
again, same time, same place. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget, subscribe, like, share, comment. These are the things that make it worthwhile. So till we do this again, take care and God bless. Bye.
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 Mona no
Bye.
go. Mona